introduce Congressman Kid Elson has represented the 5th Congressional District of Minnesota in the U.S. House of Representatives since 2007. The 5th Congressional District covers the city of Minneapolis and its surrounding suburbs. Representative Elson is a member of the DFL party here in Minnesota. He previously served 2 terms as state legislator in the Minnesota House of Representatives from 2003 to 2007. He was a member of the Public Safety, Policy, and Finance Committee, Election and Civil Law Committee while he was a state legislator. Representative also made efforts to protect Minnesota children from dangerous pesticides and chemicals. Among other things, he also worked on voting rights of ex-offenders, advocated for the increase of Minnesota minimum wage. Representative Elson's philosophy is one of generosity and inclusiveness. His roots as a community activist and his message of inclusiveness through democratic participation resonates with not only in his district, also in many other communities. His priorities in the U.S. Congress are promoting peace, prosperity for working families, environmental sustainability, civil rights, and human rights. The Financial Services Committee provides oversight for the nation's housing and financial services sector, while the Foreign Affairs Committee oversees the country's diplomatic affairs. Representative Elson grew up in Detroit, Michigan. He moved to Minnesota in 1987 to attend the University of Minnesota Law School, just a block away from where we are. He earned his law degree in 1990. Representative Elson and his wife, Kim Elson, have lived in Minneapolis North Side for almost 18 years. And they are proud parents of 4 children. I should also add that Representative Elson is the first Muslim member of the U.S. House of Representatives. Please help me welcome
Come to Oromos. Dear brothers and sisters, unfortunately I have been scheduled to be somewhere at 8, and that's why I have to go a little early. I want to thank my friends and colleagues, Representative Phyllis Kahn, Senator, that's right, go ahead. Senator Poggemiller, for being with us today. Let me tell you, I'm so grateful that you're here today, and what a big, exciting moment that it is. It's exciting because, excuse me, and my good friend Big Man over there. And what an exciting moment that it is, because we're all together, we're focused on improving our community. We are exalting and lifting up the voice of the Oromo community, making sure that issues cannot be ignored. And this is an extremely important thing. And I'm so happy to see the elders, the youth, to see the brothers and the sisters, to see the clergy and the religious leaders and the people who are in business. The whole diversity of the Oromo community is here in this room today. And whenever we're together, that's a good thing, and it should be celebrated. And we should say thank God for it. Let me tell you, the struggles facing the Oromo community in Minnesota, in the United States, and in the world are struggles that if we come together, if we plan, can be solved. You should be optimistic about the prospects for equal rights in Ethiopia, optimistic about the prospects for raising the voice of human rights in that country. Yeah. That's right. And anyone who says that it can't be done, You tell them it already has begun. Because we're here together, and we're going to plan, and we're going to get things done. Let me tell you this. In the United States Congress, no matter what the issue is, it only gets attention if there is a constituency that is unified enough to make a demand. Okay, let me say this again. In the United States Congress, whether you're talking about blueberry farmers, or whether you're talking about green energy, or whether you're talking about transportation, as Commissioner McLaughlin has come to Congress to talk about transportation a lot, you have to be able to speak with one voice and to say, here's what we want, and if you can do that and sustain your demand, you will win, inshallah. So, the main thing to focus on is to come together and say, as Americans, because you are, of course, Oromo Americans, this is your country. Your country is not where your parents or grandparents were born, but where your children will be born. And so America is your country. This is your nation. This is where you will be buried, likely. And of course, your heart will always be in Oromia, with the Oromo people. But your feet are planted firmly on American ground. This is the country that gave you the right to organize, the right to seek your religion as you choose, the right to live in peace, the right to earn a living. But that doesn't mean you have to forget about home. It's an American tradition. Let me tell you, Irish Americans moved to the United States in large numbers. But they dreamed about a safe and free Ireland and were a part of the reconciliation in Northern Ireland. You know this, right? And let me tell you, both Jewish and Palestinian Americans are working on the issue of peace in the Holy Land right now. So there's nothing wrong with Oromo Americans saying we want peace, we want justice, we want equal and human rights. There's nothing wrong with this. So what I would say is you have to form a clear agenda, declaring what it is that you want. Accountability in Ethiopia, is that the agenda? I don't know the agenda. You do. You sit, you have meetings, you have organizations that are effective and who've come and sat down with me and laid the issues out with clarity. But come together with about 2 or 3 tight issues. We want accountability for human rights abuses. We want America to make sure that there's accountability. And we want to make sure that immigrants, all immigrants, including the Oromo in America, have equal opportunity, education, health care, right? Housing, right? All these things. Not just what happened over there, but also what's going on over here, too. We can never forget the domestic agenda, right? It's so important. And you come with these 4 items and come to Capitol Hill and say, here's the agenda that I want you to pursue. Let me tell you, I actually have introduced legislation calling for governments, calling for human rights abusers in Iran to be held accountable. I would do that for other countries where human rights are abused as well. And it doesn't matter to me what the relationship between the leaders in the White House are with some of those other leaders. If there's a human rights abuses over there, we have to stand for human rights all the time. Is that right?